the Court of Appeals reversing former Senator Leila de Lima's acquittal in one of her drug cases. The CA's 8th Division nullified the decision of the Muntinlupa Regional Trial Court Branch 204 of Judge Abraham Joseph Alcantara. This is a win for the Office of the Solicitor General's petition for certiorari challenging the ruling to absolve De Lima. The appellate court said the Muntinlupa RTC based its decision only on former Bureau of Corrections officer Rafael Ragos's withdrawal of testimony. The CA noted Judge Alcantara failed to point out which particular testimonies Ragos withdrew and which elements of the case were not proven that affected facts raised by the prosecution. Recall that De Lima faced 3 cases over her alleged involvement in illegal drug trade at the New Bilibid prison when she was Justice Secretary. De Lima's legal team is ready to challenge the reversal.
Rest assured po na hindi po ito final and executory kasi po pwede pa po namin kami mag-file ng motion for reconsideration kung totoo or appeal sa Supreme Court. So ang ibig sabihin po, dahil hindi pa po final and executory ang reversal, hindi pwedeng makulong si Senator Leila de Lima. Tinis niya nga ang 7 taon na mag-antay para sa tamang proseso at naniniwala siya ultimately lahat naman ito ay mababasura kasi ito naman ay mga basurang kaso talaga.
Now let's get some legal enlightenment from civil and criminal litigator Atty. DJ Jimenez. He's also known as a Pinoy street lawyer. Good evening to you, Attorney. Is this not double jeopardy?
Yeah, good evening, sir.
For the former secretary?
This is a very interesting case because ordinarily when a person gets acquitted of an offense, double jeopardy would set in. But this is something that isn't new because there are very few cases wherein the Supreme Court would reverse even an acquittal if the prosecution has been deprived of its right to due process or there is grave abuse of discretion committed by the trial court. And I think without necessarily preempting whatever eventual decision of the Supreme Court on this will be, I think that was the direction of the Office of the Solicitor General, claiming that there was grave abuse of discretion. And so far, although this is, as correctly pointed out, this is not yet final. It could still be subject to a motion for reconsideration, and later on, this could be brought eventually to the Supreme Court.
Attorney DJ, correct me if I'm wrong. I'm going to be simplistic and not a lawyer here. Pero base dun sa explanation ng Court of Appeals, parang sloppy lang kasi yung decision eh. Kumbaga, it wasn't written down very specifically which parts of the testimony of Rafael Ragos were recanted, etc., etc. And therefore, hindi rin malinaw kung ano yung na-flip, no, dun sa mga sinabi. And dun sa mga charges. Am I right in understanding na parang it seems to be kind of procedural or in the way that it was written?
Well, actually, it is more than a procedure because no less than our Constitution requires that every decision must be based not only on facts but even the law. So, kailangan po ang decision ng bawat korte ay nililinaw. I think, I haven't read the entire decision, but just listening from reports, no, parang lumalabas na kulangan ang Court of Appeals doon sa naging hatol ng Regional Trial Court, no. Kaya lang beyond this kakulangan, ang magandang issue rito, yun nga, yung issue on double jeopardy was the prosecution really was deprived, no, of its right as well to merit a reversal. Kasi ang petition for certiorari, commonly referred to as certiorari, this is not a mere error in appreciation. Kailangan po ito very grievous yung nakomit ng lower court, talagang kahindik-hindik na dapat ibasura. Parang ganun. Kung mere error of appreciation lang or error of law, generally hindi po naglalay ang petition for certiorari. But as I said, at the end of the day, we have to hold our horses, wait until the Supreme Court would eventually
Decide.
rule on this legal issue po.
But Attorney, walk us through what will happen here. Is there a possibility that former Senator Leila de Lima could be detained again? And what does this mean for her mandate as a congressman-elect of a ML party list?
I don't think this would have any impact on her function as a member of the House of Representatives. Kasi this would still be assailed and eventually it will have to reach the Supreme Court and hindi natin alam eventually kung anong sasabihin. At if the offense, in theory, if the charge is a non-bailable offense, then in theory, of course, marirevert back siya dun sa prior situation bago nagkaroon ng decision. But as I said, we cannot preempt at this time at saka sub judice po ito So we have to really wait until our courts would, we have to trust the system.
But what are the options, Attorney?
We have a working court. What are the options of De Lima?
Yes.
Now Congressman-elect De Lima? Well, of course, she can, her lawyer knows best siguro, and definitely magmo-motion for reconsideration po yan sila. And if they don't get the desired result, then of course, Supreme Court, which is the final arbiter.
Okay, so for now, babalik saan? Sa appellate court? Sa regional trial court?
Hindi pa po. Kasi po, ito po hindi pa final. Pwede pa po silang mag-file ng motion for reconsideration at titignan kung sasabihin ng mga justices na, may katwiran yung basis ng kanilang motion for reconsideration. Then the decision that reversed the acquittal can go back to the acquittal.
Okay.
So MR sa Court of Appeals ang immediate response.
Yes. MR in the Court of Appeals.
All right, Attorney Jimenez, maraming salamat for your enlightenment on the law.
Salamat din
you.
po.